Hey guys, tonight we have some delicious beef kebabs topped with a little bit of mashed potatoes. This dish is super yummy and filled with so much flavor, you'll enjoy it. So if you want to know how I made this dish, stay tuned and don't forget guys, enjoy! So in my blender, I have a little piece of tomato, onions, green onions, a little piece of scotch bonnet pepper, and some cilantro. And I'm just going to blend these together. So for this recipe, guys, here's a few of my ingredients here. So I have my beef steak that I have here that I bought from my local supermarket. I have my kebab sticks. You can buy these from the dollar store. I got these from my local dollar store. Or if you have long toothpicks, that works too. I have my blended seasoning. Here I have all my spices and herbs that I'll be using. So this is a little bit of lemon zest, some seasoning salt. I have a little bit of rosemary here. I have a little bit of ginger powder, some black pepper, some thyme leaves, some minced garlic. These are my green onions, some minced green onions, some dried basil leaves, and this is just a little bit of chili powder. And then here, these are going to be my veggies to put on my skewer stick. So these are just a little bit of red and yellow and orange and green sweet pepper, and then I have my onions. So now we could move on. So with my beef, I just have it here covered up with a little bit of plastic wrap, and what I'm going to do is tenderize my beef a little bit. So I'm just going to beat it with my hammer, and what this is doing is just softening the beef so that it'll be a little bit more soft and juicier when I'm grilling it in my oven. This will flatten it a bit so that it's not so thick. Okay, so I finished tenderizing my beef. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut them up into the shapes that I want. And I'm just going to cut them up into about small little cubes. You can cut them up into any shape you wish. And I'm just going to cut them on like bite-sized portions. And the exact name for this steak is, they call it fresh outside steak. So you see, it cuts much easier than past steaks I've used. Alright, so I've washed my steak in a little bit of lemon juice just to get away some of that raw smell. And these, see on my shapes, they're nice and bite-sized pieces. And now I'm going to add about a half a tablespoon to about a tablespoon of white Chinese cooking wine. I'm just going to add this. This is optional. This is really just for flavoring. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add all my spices to my dish here. So after you've had all your spices, you can go ahead and just mix that in. And now I'm going to go ahead and just add my blended sauce mix that I have blended up. And then you just want to mix this in with your beef, and your beef is going to marinate. You can leave this to marinate for about maybe 30 minutes before you put them onto your kebab sticks. I'm going to go ahead and just add about a teaspoon of soy sauce to this, because I didn't put a lot of seasoning salt, so this will ensure that it has enough salt. And then this is perfect. Now I'm just going to cover this and set this aside for about 30 minutes. Alright, so my beef have been marinating for about half an hour, 45 minutes now. So now we're going to go ahead and prepare everything. And I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of oil to this and just mix that up. And this smells so amazing. You can grease these if you like. That's why I put the oil on it, because it'll also help to grease them so that the beef don't stick to them. So what you want to do is you can either add one of these first to your stick, and then you add one of your beef. And be careful you don't poke yourself, so your finger should be like in the middle. And then you can add an onion, and then you basically just continue this process until you are finished. You can add as much as you want, or whatever other vegetables you want to this. And then you guys get the drift, right? And that's like that. You can rub this in the sauce if you like, or you can just pour the rest of the sauce over it once you're done. Alright, so after I'm done, these are what my skewer sticks look like. And now with the remainder of my sauce, what I'm just going to do is just run a thin layer of sauce on that. And as it grills in the oven, I'll continue to add sauce to it just to make it nice and juicy. Alright, and then with my oven at about 400 degrees, everybody's oven is different, so just keep an eye on your skewers. You just want to put them on your grill. About vertically works. And then you just want to let these grill. And then babe, come on, this is a cooking channel. And then you just want to turn these after about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, it depends. You just watch them and then you'll see, because everything cooks differently. So after my kebabs have gotten a little bit of color, look at that, and my vegetables have gotten crisp a bit, I'm just going to go ahead and add these to some foil paper. You don't have to do this next step if you want. You could just eat them right from off the oven. And with the remainder of my sauce, I'm just going to add this all over it, and then I'm going to cover them, wrap them in the foil paper, and put them in there for another about 10-15 minutes. You want to turn your oven down at this point, and this will make them steam a little, and the juices will just seep into your beef, and it'll be nice and tender. And then you just put those back on your grill and let those just simmer in there. Alright, you guys have seen the finished dish. Be sure to try out this dish, guys. You won't be sorry. Your family, kids, and even yourself will enjoy this dish very much. So I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!